today, you know that I start all the time by the short presentation of Découverte DMC France, that we have a big point, big announcement to be done. And this is it for you guys. This is Découverte France and Découverte UK. And the way we serve the clients in the UK is exactly with the same organization than in France. With, you know, that I really believe that we have a chance to serve you guys with distinctions because we are French. And we know we are deeply incorporated in the French culture. And this is really a key point. And this is why we have had many requests from our clients. Could you serve us in the UK? Can we work with the same And so we could not do that until we found exactly the right person. So now we have two British ladies established in London, close to London, that will serve you guys. And so you know that they will work with the same approach, with brainstorming, collectively working about how they envision to serve to cater each and every request for you guys, and sending you a draft itinerary, expecting from some feedback from you guys and from your clients, making sure that we are aligned. Also, the huge benefits for you and your clients is to provide choices, making that with these choices, you immediately understand what is feasible on the ground, matching more or less what we collectively understand. And we believe this is really huge added value, because we've seen that since we do that, the time frame between the moment of your request to the closing has been reduced by almost 3, which is enormous. That means that bang, your clients, the motivated clients, they have the opportunity to make decisions quick decisions as far as designing the itinerary for you. Of course, you know that when you work with Découverte, you benefit from the support of an experienced design and a customer care manager that will jump into the booking and will be a support and a resource at your entire disposal from the moment of the booking to the departure of your clients out of France, including the 24/7 service. We have 2% at the moment that are 24/7. We cover the entire clock. And these customer care managers are here to really address any possible details, making sure that everything is seamless, everything is absolutely perfect, as we really believe that your clients, they stay with you because what you do, guys, as a travel agent is just perfect. This is also why we love working with Bertrand. Yeah, we really believe that this is a very good, very excellent company. So here on this page, you can click on either France or the UK. If you click on the UK, you arrive on this page here, the heart of the UK, and you have more or less the same website that you have on the French side. I see that Bertrand is already Googling, and you can also jump into the French websites, and where you will find experiences, hotels, and villas. And as usual, very soon we will start the UK University. UK University will start, I believe, something like September. So, and exactly with the same idea, a platform dedicated to travel advisors, and making that helping travel advisors to learn about France or about the UK as two luxury destinations. But this is two that will be probably on Thursday as well, alternatively with Découvertes France webinars. Thank you, Bertrand, for your help. You're welcome. And here, this is a platform when you can find all the webinars that we have delivered so far, including many with Bertrand. Bertrand, would you please take just 1 minute to introduce yourself for 30
Mm,
seconds?
30 seconds. Perfect. Let's do this. I am one of the Paris tour guides working with Découverte, and we've been working together for the last 5 years since post-COVID. And 10 years ago, with a few other guides, we decided to create our own group to deliver very high quality private tools, custom tools. And so we fit very well in the Découverte environment to be sure that each and every client is treated as a unique guest. We do a lot of tours of museums, we do a lot of walking tours, we do a lot of food tours. But especially at this time of year, we really enjoy family tours and having kids around. It always gives a fresh eye on everything we do and say. And I hope you will have a good time seeing all of what we can do in Paris with kids today.
So, my friends, we have something like 50 different slides to show you. So we will have to literally bombard you with information. So please bear with us with that. So we are located in Paris and we will talk about Paris exclusively. And there we go. Bertrand, you ready? We start. So now, first, we will talk about a few iconic places. Of course, we really believe that most of your clients, well, 100% of our clients, if they haven't seen the must see places, they are not free to see the rest, right? And to experience the rest. So let's go to the must see places. The first must see places, Bertrand, is of course
The Eiffel
the
Tower.
VIP Eiffel Tower. So personally, I love that we take every clients, including the kids, from the third floor. And this is with a guide, with one of Bertrand's guide. And from there, we explore Paris. Could you explain to us, Bertrand, what happens here with the kids, with the family, when we explore, when we are in this situation from the third floor of the Eiffel Tower?
Absolutely, because most of you watching, I guess you have been to Paris a few times, but honestly, there's nothing like a kid going on the Eiffel Tower for the first time. The sparkle in the eye, the smile they have, it's uh, honestly, it makes our job a very, very fun job. We go from the second floor to the top. It's 80 seconds in a very fast elevator. We always make sure that they are located by the window so they can, see all of Paris passing in front of their eyes. And at the very top, it's incredible because Paris is a city that is very harmonious, but we can find a few landmarks that stand out from the rest of the city. And the kids, they have such a sharp eye, so it always makes this as a very fun moment.
And we can, if we do that as a start, we can explain what the itinerary, what the experience will be all through the different
Absolutely.
days. And this is extraordinary. We can point where Napoleon is buried, where your hotel is, where the Champs-Élysées are, and so on and so on. And this is marvelous, marvelous.
Very fun.
From very little, right, Bertrand? 5, 6, 7 years. It's easy, yeah? From very young age, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now we have an experience. Yeah, come on, Bertrand. Sorry,
And
interrupt you.
it's all safe
Mm.
because sometimes parents are a bit nervous. It's the Eiffel Tower. There will be too many people, or you can fall from the tower. No, no, it's all fine. The best is to do it on the first morning. They not when they arrive, but the next day after they arrive, first thing in the morning, and that really starts the day and the trip in a very great way.
Uh-uh, uh-uh. We have in Paris a very, very old vehicle that we are restarting now as an electrical vehicle, but it is a deux chevaux. So
Yes.
why should we do that with kids, Bertrand? We do that with
Because
adults as well, huh?
yes, it's a,
Yeah,
it's fun for everybody, but let's be honest, when the kids go in there, they understand that this is not going to be a class or a lecture, or the car itself is fun to look at, and then being inside, instantly you become the star. We drive
yeah,
slowly in the
yeah,
small
yeah,
crowded streets
yeah.
of Le Marais, of Saint-Germain, and everybody turns take photo of us. So we always play with the kids to make sure they feel like they are the attraction.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we started the visit of Paris from the top of the Eiffel Tower. We continue with the Deux Chevaux, and now third way to visit Paris, which is absolutely extraordinary, is a cruise on the Seine, right?
Yeah.
So, what is to be seen from the Seine, Bertrand?
From the
From the
Seine,
Seine River?
we see Notre Dame Cathedral, we see the Grand Palais, we see the Eiffel Tower, of course. Every boat ride passes by the River Seine. We see the greatest bridges of Paris. We see the City Hall. We see the left bank, the right bank. The city of Paris was built along the River Seine, so it's a great way to explore the city in your boat, feeling like a movie star. And the kids don't drink champagne, but the parents do. And when the parents are happy, the kids are.
Good way. Congratulations, Bertrand.
Hey,
But
I'm a dad. I
by the
understand the
way,
kids
this
now.
is true as well. When parents are happy, kids are happy. If not, kids are not happy,
It works
right?
both ways.
No, it will work both ways. Ballooning experiences. So we have one very limited above Paris ballooning experiences, but still in the Jardin Parc Citroën, which is
Yes,
also you have different experiences to be showcased here. But have you what? Why should we do that? Why?
because that's the
Because this is
only
very
way.
close from the Eiffel Tower, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Mhm.
'Cause that's the only way to elevate yourself above Paris and still have the Eiffel Tower in the picture. Plus, it's a hot air balloon. It's not something you do every other day. There's a bit of movement, and it's you get the view of Paris everybody dream of, which is from above with the Eiffel Tower. But obviously, on the Eiffel Tower, you see everything but the Eiffel Tower. So this one is it's very fun,
So
very
now, yeah,
very royal, very
this
royal.
one is very nice. So we have these experiences in Paris. This is very nice experience as well. Very girly most of the time, or kids, but many people. So I don't ask you any comment here. This is a must do experience in Paris as well for kids.
Very fun.
So now magic, mystery, and spectacle shows. So we start here, of course, with the Phantom of the Opera and the Garnier Opera. So Bertrand, why should we attend for the experience, and what are the conditions? How could we do that in a little bit exclusive way?
The opera house, the Opéra Garnier, is the main. It's the ancient opera house in Paris. It's very gilded, very well decorated. But usually we can talk about ballet. Very often, the young girls they do or they've done ballet classes. But we also try to find a way to surprise them, because the opera is not just glamour and gold and ballet dancer. This is the opera that inspired the whole story of the Phantom. We actually passed by the box of the Phantom, which is box number 5. And it's like a maze, this huge palace. So it's very fun to play around with the kids. And we can get exclusive access to the backstage, which can also include the costume archives, where we see the detail of all the beautiful costume used for ballets and operas.
Mm-mm. And if you are keen to see dancing shows or international dancing shows, this is also at the Opera Garnier, where the other opera is dedicated to opera, which is more difficult for kids.
Yes.
Here, dancing is absolutely fantastic for kids. If you have teenagers, don't hesitate to book with us dancing performances. This is just amazing. This is an international scale. This is on the same scale as you can see in New York or other places, and this is something to be done as well. So something different linked to the shows as well is the Moulin Rouge. So I thought this is a bit surprising, no, that we should take teenagers or kids at the Moulin Rouge first. Moulin Rouge, it's more for adults most of the time, right?
Well, yes and no, because traveling with kids is also a way to open up their mind, open up their vision of the world. And it's also about creating memories. And honestly, going to the Moulin Rouge is a huge memory you will have. Of course, it can be a date night and you go as a couple. But very often when I go, I do see families, because the Moulin Rouge is a show. There's actually very little nudity. You don't, it's France, so, forget about it. But it's
Okay,
more about
so
a big show, about acrobacy, about music and dance, fun moment. So it doesn't have to be just for couples. I think families can have a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. And this is an extraordinary show.
Yeah.
220 showmen, dancers, and performancers. This is just extraordinary. Incredible Moulin Rouge, book the Moulin Rouge. From which age, Bertrand, should we suggest our guests to our clients to?
The first show started at 9 p.m. So I would say under 14 years old, it might be a bit harsh. And so yes, definitely something
for the
teenage.
teenagers,
Yeah,
from the teenage. Yeah, we are
14.
aligned.
Yeah.
L'Atelier des Lumières. So this is definitely for any age. So we have one of these
Yeah.
shows close in Provence, very close by in Provence, which
That's
is absolutely extraordinary. Maybe we can quickly describe what it is, Bertrand. So the shows change constantly. Here we see Van Gogh show that is finished, by the way, I think.
Yes, the shows they last. There are always two shows, and there's the main one and the minor one. So it's about 40 minutes for one and 15 for the other one. And this is in a former factory in the east of Paris, in the 11th district, very bubbly, fun district. And the art is displayed on the walls with lights and sound and stories in French and in English. And what is fun is that you don't see still painting, but it's computer created, but you see a painting that evolves into the next one, etc. And so it helps understanding much more the art of the painters rather than, I mean, of course you want to see the actual painting, but that helps understanding the process, the mental process of painting.
Yeah, this is also, this is a fantastic family experience. This is let's say that it's a fantastic experience, fantastic introductory experience for kids to the painting world, the world of painting, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so go here. Le Musée Grévin. So frankly, I remember me in Paris as a teenager heading to the Musée Grévin. That was just amazing. You know very well Musée Grévin, Bertrand. So what is it, Musée Grévin? Why should we go?
The Musée Grévin is it's a wax museum, and it's where we have big stars from history, but also from pop culture, also from sports. It's a international and French. So it's true that for the French stars, people don't necessarily always know who they are, but the vast majority are internationally known, and it's good fun.
So it's a must-see in Paris. And La Comédie Française. So La Comédie Française, what it is, this is Molière's play. So Molière, I'm sure everyone, all of you, you know Molière, that wrote so many pieces in the 17th century under Louis XIV reign. And La Comédie Française. So La Comédie Française is a troupe of 120 artists, I think, Bertrand. Yeah, I think this is it. And they have different places, and they play all the classic plays, most of the classic plays, French classic plays. This is very interesting, and the trick is this is all translated, so this is easy. You can have special glasses with the translation, and so you can follow that in English. And Richelieu, the main place, is closed at the moment under renovation, but still they have all these shows translated in English. Classic. How would you say, Bertrand, in English?
Classical
plays.
Theater.
Sorry,
yeah.
Classical theater. Yeah,
classical theater.
Yeah. All the French writers mainly. Now, science, nature, and discovery. So we start with La Cité des Sciences. Bertrand is a place that you know very well, the heart of Paris. Could you explain what it is and for whom and why we should go?
Cité des Sciences, it's close to where I live, actually, which is not in Versailles, unfortunately. And it's a place that is both a library, it's both a place to study, it's both a place to learn about science, experimentation. They've had a very, very fun exhibition about video games. So there are all kind of level. There's the Cité des Sciences for 2 to 5 years old, for 6 to 12 years old, and for 12 and above. And it's adapted to what kids learn in class. But there, instead of being, in a classroom, you see all the science you learn, why it matters so much, and it's for machines to go to space, to fly, etc. So you see they understand things because they're still in school, but there they see, oh my God, that is used for this, and it's usually give them a very opening moment.
And what personally my experience is, as the parents are with the kids, this is very interesting for the parents as well, because
Yeah,
the way this is shown is really interesting. And
and
very often we understand things as well that we did not get before.
the
So this
parents
is
are
really,
that's where the
yeah.
parents get surprised by what the kids know. They are, oh my God. Yeah,
Yeah. The kids, they understand that they know, and we don't. Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. Palais de la Découverte. So we are now within Paris, and this is
Yeah.
also about science. This is facing the Grand Palais this time. So
Yeah. This
this,
one is it's much smaller, but it's more I have to say more fun, more playful. The Cité des Sciences is more speaking, to your brain. There, it's much more experimentation. Like the photo you see here, it's to discover the static electricity. There are pendulums. So it's not so much in-depth knowledge, but it can be a very fun 1 hour stop.
yeah, at the same time, I would say that this is more teenage oriented, because this is more simple, at the same time more complex, because the phenomenal that are explained are a little bit more complex. But still, if you want to go with kids, this is really fun, as you can see on this image, for example. But
Yeah.
the understanding is, I believe, more difficult. A must place to go, exactly like when you go to New York, you go to AM&H, here, Grande Galerie de l'Évolution. Bertrand, please, you've been many times in this place, right?
Oh yeah.
So, so how does that work? Well, you have many workshops and different tours in this place. But
Yeah.
why should we go really in this amazing place?
It's part of the Botanic and Paleontological Museum of Paris. So you have this pavilion, like a big metallic house with the Gallery of Evolution, which is to show hundreds and hundreds of stuffed animals and understanding the process of evolution of the species. But as soon as you walk out of this building, then you have the Gallery of Dinosaurs, then you have the Gallery of Minerals, you have a beautiful garden, a small zoo also. So it really gives enough activities to fill at least half a day. And this is located in central Paris. We're just down the Latin Quarter Hill. We're by the River Seine, just in front of the Gare de Lyon. So there are only good reasons to go there, and especially in the May-June season, because the garden is full of arches with growing rose trees, rose bushes, and with the flowers, it's just incredible.
Bertrand, would you encourage our clients to be guided in this place?
It
Could be,
always,
could not, right? No.
always,
Always from your side, yes.
honestly, honestly,
Honestly.
with families, it's good also to give them moment without a guide. So it's also a moment to connect or to reconnect all together. Parents are more free; they're not much of their phones, etc. And that place is self-sufficient, I would say.
Yeah, and the parents know the animals, so they can explain, and this is so extraordinary. It's enough. So my encouragement would be not to go with the guides, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
Sorry, Bertrand.
it's good. It's good.
This place, yes, this place is the Musée de la Chasse, Musée de la Chasse. So
Yes,
would you want to talk, or yeah, go ahead, Bertrand. Musée de la
this
Chasse.
it's a beautiful private mansion of the 1700s. in the heart of Paris in Le Marais. We call it the Hunting Museum in French, but it's not a museum about hunting. It's more a museum about the wilderness, and
Exactly.
it's a mix. It's a very special museum. Now it has become super popular because a lot of TikTokers, a lot of Instagrammers go there because of the contrast between the 1700s furniture and setting that we have around and the stuffed animals that are mostly coming from expedition, worldwide expedition from the 1800s. And it's a fun place. It doesn't take 2 hours of your time. And during Le Marais, it's a good
Yeah, yeah.
hop in, hop out museum.
And on you can see on this place for little kids, that's a fantastic place from 4, 5, 6, 7. This is really amazing to discover nature and different animals as a
And,
start.
and you combine French architecture and royal history and fun animals. I mean, imagine having like little animals like this in every museum. That would make it so much more fun for the kids.
Bertrand, just to let you know, we have a problem. We have 7 minutes left to be on time, so we have to bombard. Okay, let's go. Vincennes Zoo. Vincennes Zoo is one of the largest zoo worldwide. It's fantastic, recently never renovated. That's a fantastic place. Fantastic place if you have a baby, go there. If you have kids, teenagers, it's really fantastic. Next is history and heritages. Bertrand, you are a Versailles guy, but Vol-Vicomte is also one of your places, right?
Yes, because in
So,
Vol-Vicomte, we can dress
yeah,
up. In Versailles, it's not allowed to dress up like this. In Vol-Vicomte, they do parties where we can dress up as characters from the 1700s, and they do candle dinner and candle shows every Saturday from June to late September. So it's a great
yeah,
place to.
yeah. Then we are not talking about the next forest that is very close by with Forêt Fontainebleau, and also a place that is related to the Impressionism that is very interesting to be visited. So you have many things to be seen here in this area, south of Paris, of course, with Découverte and Bertrand and the Queen Hamlets. Now, this is a place to be visited in a very exclusive way or in a very general way, but still for kids, it's very interesting. Bertrand,
Yeah.
tell us.
We are so glad that we can now go visit the Queen's Hamlet, which was built by Marie Antoinette for her and her children every day between 2 hours before it opens to the public. So between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m., we have access to this great place. And it's just for us. And honestly, we do it 2, 3 times a week at the moment. It is extraordinary. The guides in my team, they're fighting to do these tours. And when we go there with families, with the kids, everything makes sense because it's a place that was meant to be a family nest away from the hustle of the crowds. And honestly, if you can treat yourself to that, it's a fantastic experience.
Yeah, yeah. And you have access if you have, for example, teenagers, girls. So it was for kids. It's very interesting. But also, if you have teenagers, you have access to Petit Trianon, Grand Trianon, and the Queen Hamlet at the same time, private for you. So this is fantastic to discuss about Marie Antoinette's love, and so on and so on. So teenager girls are just very interesting. Musée de la Marine facing the Eiffel Tower. Bertrand, very
fun.
interesting place. I like this place. So why
Yes,
should we go?
because there is AC.
Good answer.
No, not just. I mean, everybody has dreamed to be on this legendary ship, sailing the Atlantic Ocean, exploring new territories from the 1700s. And I mean, it feels like walking into a movie set. It's very, very great museum.
Exactly. So very, very linked to the history of the Americas.
Absolutely.
This museum, by the way. So this is also a good introductory, good links between our two continents and how Europe and France helped the Americas to become what they are now, as we are we are celebrating. I was looking for my word. Sorry, the 250th anniversary these days. So this is the moment to go to this museum. Now, Les Invalides. It's about Napoleon. So,
The
Bertrand,
the the Invalides is the
I love this place, frankly.
it's the
Yeah.
army complex in Paris. It has both this incredible church with a double dome, which is what we see here, which is was built by the architect who built the Hall of Mirrors in Versailles. There also is the Army Museum. There also is the Tomb of Napoleon, is Mausoleum. There we see in pink granite. So it's a great way to engage the kids in history by telling them the story of how Napoleon rose to power, how Josephine was the reason why he became such a political influence. And usually you see that the kids are completely, blown away by the stories. And then the parents are also listening carefully.
Yeah, and Josephine, Napoleon would have never been in our face without Josephine. So this is really a women's story. And this
Exactly.
is just incredible how it replaces it replaces and it put back many women into the right place when we are talking about Napoleon and Josephine. Huh? So
Correct.
this is interesting for girls, teenagers, and women. So now immersive and virtual experiences. So we start here with a specific view. Bertrand, can you tell
Yeah.
us about this view?
Yeah, that's it's called Eternal Notre Dame. It's we put masks on our head, a backpack with a computer in it, and then we are instantly transported into the Middle Ages during the construction of Notre Dame, and then during the peak of its glory. It is incredibly well made. Honestly, you move your head and it feels like you're there. The sound is perfect, and it was designed with historians. So honestly, we went with all my team of guides, thinking that it would be, all right, a Disney a rewritten story. But no, it's incredibly well made. Very, very
And
great
we
experience.
have another one, where is it? That one here,
Yes, that's the one.
Bertrand.
That's this one. Yeah.
Notre-Dame virtual. This is it. And we have another one, which is I'm still looking for that. So we will go back on the flow. So let's go back on the flow. Sorry.
Yeah.
Treasure hunts in the Louvre. So we do many treasure hunts in Paris. This is a huge success. Let's say from which age do we start, Bertrand, with treasure hunts in Paris?
5 years old.
5 years old. Until which age? 13.
13, 14, depends. I mean,
Mm.
the kids better. There's a gap, and we all been through that, where the one thing you want to do in life is to not say yes to your parents. So it's usually starting at 14, 15. So we do our best to keep
Maybe at 7.
maybe at yeah,
Uh,
yes,
yeah,
maybe
okay, but and so we, of course, depending on who your kids are, I mean how old they are, we this is an important information, and we will not pick up the same guides and the same person or the same scenario. Escape game in Versailles Garden. So Bertrand, I personally I don't know this experience. Have you experienced that one? The escape
it's
game?
yes. The thing is, in the gardens of Versailles, you have 500 marble statues depicting characters of the Roman mythology, and they're all over the place. So usually, the way this is organized is to accompany you through the garden, so you see the best parts of it, with riddles and games that are directing you from one statue to another, from Achilles to Ulysses, from Bacchus to Venus, and
Okay, so this is related to the king's visits of the garden, right? I
absolutely,
believe. Okay, yeah, okay, super, super. Treasure hunt grunge. So this is Christmas time.
yeah,
Very specific, but ping us for Christmas time when you have kids. And this is a treasure hunt in Paris with many gifts at the end. We continue the origins of Paris. This is again virtual visits, which
yes,
is another one. We have this one is very nice. This is on the Quai de
on the
Seine,
riverside,
on the
on the
River
river.
Seine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice one. So that one, we talked about that one already. And Bertrand, this is something that you really love to do with a couple of artists that work closely with you. And frankly, we have had fantastic reviews with that, with families, with 3 generations. And I remember the grandma painting with the
Yeah.
grandkids. That was absolutely fantastic. Thank you again for the report with the image report. So tell us, Bertrand, here.
There is a former railroad that used to go around Paris, and the city has gave authorization for artists to spray and paint on the walls. So there are areas where it's really for the semi-professionals, and other areas which is for fun to practice. And so we go there quite a lot, and it's fun because everybody gets to spray something and to show their creativity. And then for once, the kid, they can mess around, we protect their clothes, of course, etc. And then they can do whatever goes through their mind, and it's always a very fun moment for families.
Yeah, and when we go with you, we go with a pro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So painting classes in Paris, of course, we have different painting classes, including chocolate painting classes, just to let you know. Mini Rodin classes. So this one is is it a new one, Bertrand? Because in fact, you know that one. Have you?
So this one, it's organized by the museum itself.
Yeah. Okay.
The fourth or fifth
Because
year,
yeah, so
and
that one is coming from the expand designers here in the company, pushing that to clients, and apparently this is a success. This is very nice for kids, as we can see here at the Musée Rodin. So Musée Rodin, this is a sculpture in the 17th district by the Invalides, very centrally located and very easy to access. And this one, Bertrand, is for you. Please describe this image.
this is home game for me. This is the Grand Canal at Versailles. Versailles is not just a crowded palace, it's an extraordinary destination with a huge garden, 2,400 acres of ground, a huge canal where we can canoe, where we can organize picnics, and the kids love it. We put the blankets on the grass, we bring them tons of food in a very classy way, and they don't have to sit at the table. They don't have to eat with a fork and a knife. They can just run around, and the parents are enjoying the view, seeing their kids having fun,
Yeah.
and great
And
food.
if you don't want this solution, we can go for that solution, which
Yeah.
is a wild picnic made by DRL. So we book that for clients. But this is the wild picnic, just about luxury, distinction, and very nice. So just keep in mind that you have in Versailles, you have a full um, variety of picnics that we can do in Versailles, but as well by the Eiffel Tower and in different parks in Paris. And so we can do picnics almost everywhere. And I remember, Bertrand, with you guys organizing a picnic in Volvicomte with a
Yes.
family that we helicopter in Paris, and I requested that we organized a picnic that was 4 p.m. with a picnic with champagne, and for the kids with soft
Pastry,
drinks and
balloons.
juice, and all the best delicatessen coming from the best patisseries in Paris. And that
And
was
we were
very
so
nice.
lucky on that day. I should say we nailed it, but we were so lucky that there are peacocks in the gardens of Volvicomte, as you know, and they showed up, and they showed up their feathers. It was incredible. We didn't stage that. I wish we could reproduce it just like that. But yeah, that was a really, really great picnic.
So this is the experience we were discussing previously,
Yeah.
Bertrand. So food and patisserie savoir-faire in France. So we do food tours. We do a lot of food tours together,
Yes.
and with other suppliers. By the way, we do pastry food tours here, bread. Bread cooking classes as well. We do a lot around this in this area. We do chocolate tours with different in different scale, in different level, right bank, left bank. So you love also in one of your tour, Bertrand, visiting Paris, walking tour. You love finishing on the left bank with chocolate, a chocolate tour that is absolutely amazing. That is very nice. We have also chocolate making cooking class. Paris is also the place for pastry, but we are not talking only about making pastry. This is about
Savoring
eating.
them.
Yes, exactly,
But
exactly.
it's
Going
the
from one place to the other, enjoying what how extraordinary this is. So, Bertrand, you go on, come on, yeah.
it honestly, the food scene in Paris in terms of pastry has changed so much in the last 15 years. They are innovative. They are much lighter, less sugar, less fat and cream. So it's incredible. We can eat pastry all day and just keep walking, and it's all fine.
And for the eyes, this is fantastic. So in our walking tours, very often we include morning and afternoon this kind of visits of stop that are very important, at
Yeah.
least to us, and I hope for our clients, for you. The Ritz cooking class. So this is a collective. This is a small group cooking class here, which is amazing. So also a cheese experience. We have different cheese experiences, including that one, and also tasting experiences. So we go to cheese. It's not a
Cheesemonger.
cheese maker. This is a cheese. How do you say?
Cheesemonger.
Cheesemonger, yeah, and with bread and so on. And we have tastings, cheese tastings. This is very interesting to have cheese tastings with kids very quickly. Yeah, at the beginning they say, "It smells bad." And, well, okay, taste it, and they love it. Really, it's this is traveling. This is an exploration. This is personally, this is an experience I wanted to share with you guys because when I had my kids were young, from 5, 6, 7 years old, and I remember my son a little bit older. We started moving to taking them in Michelin star restaurants, and that was an extraordinary experience because we dressed them very nicely and like small princes and princesses, and they had to really behave, and that was once in a time, once in life, where we could have a conversation with them because they were so impressed by the setting and the environment and the servers and the food and so on. That was each time that we had this experience, that was very nice. So my encouragement is, when you come as a family, book with us, book a Michelin star restaurant. You're not obliged to go 3 star. Go 1 or 2 stars, and you will see, dress your kids and make them happy. They will be thrilled. This is beyond. This is really what traveling is. Okay, a journey. So shopping experiences, shopping tour in the Galeries Lafayette. Yes,
Perfect.
Bertrand, perfect.
Best place for it.
Paris,
Everybody gets what they
Paris
want.
for kids. Paris for kids. So I love this place personally. This is by the Senate in France. This is a garden that I used to call the Luco. When you don't say Jardin du Luxembourg, you'd say the Luco if you're a Parisian. And this is very, very nice with the Grand Bassin with the kids. So you go here and you can see this is very cheap. You rent, and from this is really about 3 to 6, 7 years old. Okay, this is perfect. Toy Story tour, Bertrand. Can you tell us about this tour, or you don't know?
It's no, no. It's from the Galeries Lafayette fifth floor. They have
Mm-mm.
revamped. They've recreated the area, and it feels like a theme park in itself. So of
Exactly.
course
So when
everybody's for sale. So it's dangerous for the
yeah.
parents. But it's not like it's a store. It really is an enjoyment from one stand to the
Mm-mm.
next. They do jelly cats. Fishing, not fishing, cooking.
Well, plenty of experiences. If you have a shopping experiences, while you have a shopping experiences, you can have your kids in this place. So Asterix theme park. Bertrand, would you encourage us to explore Asterix?
Yes, especially if you have teenagers who love really great rides. They may not know so well Asterix, which is a French comic book. It's been the most popular book since the 1960s. But the rides there are so much fun. They're really fun. You don't have the crowds that you will find in Disneyland, and it's much more challenging, physically challenging. So I would say it's from kids from 12 years old minimum to young adults.
Yeah, Disney, of course. Not sure we should describe Disney. Disney, they have very new features and experiences. So, of course, we have access here to very VIP experiences in Disney World, in Disney Paris. So, ask us and we create the magic with Disney. Jardin des Tuileries, just facing the Louvre. This is a place for kids. This is a place to stretch your legs. This is very nice at any moment, any season. We have many. So this is the same place where you have. This is a Senat in Paris, Jardin de Luxembourg. So with the boats here, if I come back here, this is the same place, by the way. Here, Jardin de Luxembourg, very nice garden. So in Paris, we have many gardens. So this is a right place for small kids. This is extraordinary to cool down a little bit and stretch your legs. Jardin d'acclimatation. Bertrand, Jardin d'acclimatation. You describe the Jardin d'acclimatation, please. The western place of Paris.
Exactly. Very close to the Louis Vuitton Art Foundation, not far from the Arch of Triumph, close to most hotels where our clients are staying. The Jardin d'Acclimatation is this classy theme park. It's not huge, but it's cute. And for kids between 5 and 10, 5 and 12, it's a lot of fun. And it's a great place also to bring a photographer. So you capture this family moment. Everybody is smiling in a very beautiful environment.
It did. Actors, this is yours, Bertrand. Versailles, your place.
Yes.
So, Versailles.
Switch the horses for the bikes.
Rowing, bikes, horsing, So we had extraordinary back horsing experiences that we organized in Versailles for our teenagers. That was once a lifetime experience. Each time this is something to be done. A few accommodations. The Bristol, they are very kids friendly. This is we really encourage you to target this place. Découverte has a fantastic contract with Le Bristol. Just to let you know, they love us. And so we can make you a star in this place. Grand Powers, this is also a place that we know very well. This is easier for teenagers, from teenagers on. While the Bristol, they have a kids room, dedicated kid room. They have a swimming pool as well, and so on. So this is interesting when you are a family. The Grand Royal Monceau is big place, interesting, still a palace. This is also very nice. We have many family nice experiences in this place, and they really take care of families. Pavillon de la Reine, this is a bit different. This is more, I would encourage you if you have teenagers with you, because you are located in Le Marais, in the heart of the Marais. This is more for if you have, let's imagine when you have kids from 14, 15, 16 that they want to explore the Marais, do some shopping experiences on their own. So this is very safe, very easy. And in this case, Pavillon de la Reine is the right place. Hotel Mansart, I was happy to show you also a good 4-star hotel in Paris, because we have a few 4-star hotels in Paris. This is by the boulevard, the Hotel Mansart, the Grand Boulevard. So how should I describe where it is, Bertrand? The Grand Boulevard, it's a bit complicated, by the way. Well, it's centrally located, not so far. Yeah, thank you. Hôtel d'Orsay, also West Bank, South Bank, left bank. So this is a 4-star hotel as well that we like, easy, not expensive, and very centrally located. So we have a few. So we went here from palaces to 5 stars and 4-star hotels. Hôtel de Castille is a 5-star hotel, Rue Castiglione, that we highly encourage you. They have a lot of rooms, many solutions for families, including combinations or family rooms, and very inexpensive as a 5-star hotel. Very nice. So we have many solutions. The collectionnaire, sorry. This hotel, we use this hotel, the five-star hotel, because this is the only hotel they have double beds, double room, double beds rooms in this hotel. So large. It's a bit complicated to say for me. And that's it, my friends. Remember that we're now serving you in the UK with a lot of kids and teenagers experiences. This is a very nice place for teenagers as well, the UK. And as I said, if you enjoyed working with Découvertes, with this format, with this organization, with the creativity that the experience designers comes up bring to you, and then the care to be pampered. That's a customer care manager for your clients. This is also the same format, the same organization, and the same added values with a British team. Again, we really believe that we have a chance to be good in serving you because we are French. As you can hear Bertrand and myself, we are purely French, while in the UK, this is purely UK people that serve you deeply anchored in the culture. Thank you so much, my friends. See you very soon. Have a good summer.